Pinky boy on his disc. Let's go with... Is that a Pegasus? I don't know what that is, but she's hot. Demons versus Dark Elves. Looking over my Herald. Final transmutation. I'm in love with the spell. It does work. Takes out high value targets and everything around it. Great for when your opponent's just stuck in. Right into a blob. 4 Plague Bearers. 2 or 3 Bloodletters and 4 blues. Versus some Scourges, Bleak Swords, Dread Spears, Corsairs, and a Sorceress on her Pegasus. Death Sorceress. And this is Taco versus LeigonHeir. LeigonHeir has always been a lovely back and forth between us. Never know what you're gonna get. It's been a while since I've shown a Dark Elves game like this. So, let's see how it goes. Fast forward as we just go through the forest, take a couple pot shots, and already his Scourge chariots are in my backfield. Well, not backfield, but in my, not spawn, but definitely my objective. More Corsairs coming in. Corsairs. Always get the two confused. Corsairs are those annoying Kislev units. Corsairs are those, basically like a boat. Anyways, back to it. Yeah, he's just got nothing but map control right now. But we're gonna go with a nice, big, long fleet of demons. Saved up to 2,200 to get these Seekers out there to annoy these Seeker chariots as they cap my objective. And right now, that's the name of the game. Just try to outvalue my opponent instead of capping points at the moment. Because we definitely got... we're pretty close in numbers, but... I don't know. These chariots that Legion brought definitely aren't... I mean, to be fair, he thought I would bring a big old monster-type unit. And... I didn't. We were talking about this after the match, that maybe those weren't the best choice. But they're not bad either. They could be running into my backline of blues right now. And speaking of blues, they're just raining fire on these poor Black Ark Corsairs and Bleak Swords, Dread Spears and everything. And they're running away from my big demons. Look at those Plague Bearers slowly trail off the map as the blues jump in, able to take on 2 units. Both Bleak Swords and Corsairs and the Spears. And the blues are getting it done. The Plague Bears are running off all these Dread Spears. I don't know why. Just only 1 Corsair's hand crossbows out in the forest. Should have been way more. At least 2 or 3 maybe in my opinion. And even got the Bloodletters sitting here protecting my boys. Had some Dark Riders coming in the back. We chased them off with dogs. The Fleshhounds will hunt. And they hunt good. Going right into my blues. That's perfect. 160 models. You're not going to get far. We're just going to rout these boys off after we chew through their hinds. Jeez, they melt like butter. Look at that. From 39, I want to say, to 21 in a second. I mean, blues do hurt. Don't underestimate it. But he's got Bleak Swords in my objective. We got the Seekers coming in. Trying to get them off there because of the Cold One Knights, and yeah, I'm just over-committing when I don't really need to. Devastating Flanker going into those Bleak Swords, and bam. Yeah, 200, that's really it. Surprised with that charge into the back. Swapping out. The Blooders will make short work of these Bleak Swords, though. Watch them do it. Cut through them, baby. Just, wow. Beautiful. Over here on the side, just chasing everything off, yeah. We're already up over 1,000 value, close to 2,000 soon. Well, no, just 1,000. 1,300, really. And yeah, this is what I noticed a lot playing just in general, is that once you get over 2,000 value, it's really difficult. It might even be game over at this point, or at that point. Yeah, there are a number of spots like right there. That Black Sun that the Supreme Sorceress could have used would have been great over there. Or over here. She's just trying to be everywhere at once. That's the beauty of these type of builds. Here comes the final trans. Right on top of those cold ones. So the cold ones gotta get the hell out of there. And still they're weakening that. 2 units. Spears? No, bleak sword and spears. As soon as they get out, we can just chase them off. Throw plenty of other units on the point. But yeah, back to my 2,000. Once you're up 2,000 value, there's really no way for your opponent to really come back. It's damn near impossible. Unless you drop a good spell or two, it's going to be tough. Because what? That could be anywhere from 2 to 4 units. Unless you're playing one big giant SEM. And yeah, being down 4 units, if you traded, well, if you're down 2,000, you clearly didn't trade efficiently, then it's just basically over. And in a game mode like Domination, where you have to slowly accumulate resources over time, it's not like, say, in comparison, StarCraft or Command & Conquer. In these RTSs where you can try to farm as much resources as possible to catch up. And with the map being so big, it will take time for your opponent to come in while you prepare defenses. Whereas this game, all you have is time as a resource. That's it. There's really no way to catch up once you're behind 2,000 value. I mean, you could try to play smart, but if you lose them early on, yeah, there's really no way. This game is not. This game mode is really not forgiving. Compared to, say, what is it? Land battles. I mean, one bad land battle or one bad interaction in land battles. It's not the worst. But 2 in Domination could be it. Because you have to get on points. You have to fight. Land battles, you can skirmish, you can do all sorts of weird things. You can keep in a turtle position and force your opponent to come to you. There's all sorts of nonsense. But in Domination, you have to take objectives. You have to go get it. 'Cause if you don't, you lose. Big surprise. Anyways, yeah. Moral of the story, if you're down 2,000, it's probably game over. And speaking of, it's already 2,000 down. And it's probably going to be game over. I gave Legion that little boost in map control, but map control really isn't that hard when you spam just as many units as your opponent, and they melt your opponent's units even faster than your opponent can throw them out. And this is what a lot of factions do now, just infantry spam, infantry spam, infantry spam, just to cover the map. It's a lot of units and HP to chew through, and a lot of high-tier units just don't cut it anymore. They just don't. Unless you're counting like a couple handful of spells that can just delete units. It's really not what it used to be. I would say months ago, if not even a year ago. Now it's just more spam, spam, spam. I mean, you could do some terror routes with some large entities, and by entities I mean single entity units. Look at these chariots. I mean, no one uses chariots, and for good reason. They just get run off so easily. Oh, this is so cool. Heavy Dark Elves chased off by their Slanesh gods and demons. Those they worship. And yeah, back to the point. Yeah, SEMs, you could technically kind of work it, depending on which ones. I remember seeing... Oh, man. I've been tinkering on the idea of throwing in Warriors of Chaos with the Vortex Beast, a nice healer, whether it's, I think it's the not Exalted Hero, the Exalted Lord of Nurgle. 100 armor, you get him on a horse, you keep healing up the Vortex, and bam. It's really gonna be tough. I guess some shooting arms would really be it, but yeah, that's the only way I could see him taking down the Vortex Beast properly. Unless you're one of those OP factions right now with nothing but nets. Honestly, I think nets should have I don't know. I've been having trouble with nets lately. Especially seeing Kislev in their nets. Oh my goodness. They keep making these factions, or these units with... Oh, these are such a cool looking units. Shit. Knights on dinosaurs. Love of my life. Great units. Cool as shit. But yeah, a lot of these factions where they keep getting nothing but these net units, and it's so annoying. Especially when they have stalk, it's impossible for them to interact with. Poor sorcerers got caught. Yeah. I got a lead. I got lead on every front. Legion's down 3 units, but I'm not so hot either. But I'm quick to catch with how fast a lot of my units are compared to Legions. Got Chaos Furies in the back destroying. Goodness, here comes another final. Goodbye, Coldwood Knights. It's a great way to deal with armor. Especially these slow units. Yeah, I'm just tired, back on that point, just tired of stock units with nothing but nets. It's like, do you really... And these are factions that really don't need them, too. Like Empire and freaking... I mean, I guess they could use them if you go straight up Archer. Ooh, look at this beauty. Archer, artillery spam. And that's why I was very surprised when Empire said when Empire was gonna get a DLC. I was like, seeing their roster, they really, honestly don't need it. They have every tool in the book they really need. Besides, like, single monsters. I mean, they have a steam tank, but steam tank sucks. The thing is, why not just update that? I don't really see anything in the Empire roster that they need anything more of. Except for maybe casters. But they just got, the Kislev Princess. I forget her name. So yeah, it's very strange. And then you have Cathay, who's getting... Yeah, Cathay's just gross right now. Kislev's doing alright. Used to be the worst, now they're, I would say, middling, if not top. Difficult to deal with. Not as difficult as Cathay, but still. DLC made up for it. And yeah, we have just overrun Legion at this point. There's really no coming back. Those Scourge is running out of ammo at this point, not really doing anything. Trying to go for my for the third objective, and dogs will easily chew through these riders. Poor boys, they don't even know what's coming. Num 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 num. Chew through, chew through. God, I love flesh hounds. Make Dark Riders work look easy. Poor blues. And yeah, just spamming infantry. This just feels so wrong, you know. And honestly, not surprised I'm doing so well, because this is really the standard at this point, honestly. It's rare if you find anyone, whether it's the ladder or anything, just not spamming nothing but pure chaff at this point, just to, in Domination at least, just to control map points, have them chew through it, and all that. And yeah, this is the result. Alright, let's go over the value. How did my pink bird on the disc go? He did alright. He didn't really pay for himself. Bloodletter's always doing solid. Blues, good. Nurgle... Plague Bears? No, yeah. Plague Bears just ate all the damage. That's all I needed them for anyways. Seekers did alright. Dogs did great. Screamers, I've been pretty disappointed with Plague Toads and Screamers lately, so I don't know. They've been very meh for me. Maybe... Same with the Soul Grinders each, but that's probably because I just suck with them. Maybe you should go back to Soul Grinder of Nurgle. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Like, sub, follow me here on YouTube and Twitter. Get to see notifications for streams and come play. And yeah, with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.